Hello everybody and welcome to another of prOxiteam's Game of the Week. This time we're going to be watching a little PvT action with prOxiProhan taking on a Terran here on Shattered Temple. This is going down on the Korean server, so this is a Korean opponent. And for a little help in the gameplay analysis, I'm bringing in one of prOxiteam's old Terran players, prOxiWaesnok. Say hello, Waesnok.
Hey guys.
Yeah, alright.
So, just to let you guys know, we haven't watched this replay at all, so we have no idea what's going to happen.
We're actually hoping that Prohan was right when he told us it was a good game.
Yeah, if the game's bad, you blame Prohan.
Exactly. Like, there's really no other way. We had absolutely nothing to do with it. So, yeah, Shattered Temple here. Pretty normal stuff. Really, on Shattered Temple as a Protoss, I think the best thing to do is go Carrier Rush. And then blame imbalance. How do you normally open up TVP on this map?
Well, there's a couple different builds that I use on this map. It looks like this guy's he's walling off with his barracks. That's not something that I do that often.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really sure what he's hoping to do with that. He may lift it off. Kind of doubt it though. Looks like he'll use that to wall off. He's putting down his gas right now, so he won't be doing a gasless expand. Might be doing a concussive shells, one rax expand, but I don't know. It's a little early to tell.
Right. Concussive shell expand. I never liked that one. Like I know some folks do it. I always liked if you're going concussive shells to do a bit of a 2-rax pressure. But yeah, PvT here. You know, it's pretty open map. You can do a lot of different things, but I think quick expansion and sort of a more standard like robo or 3-rax opening is kind of standard. You know, normal gas here coming from Rohan. Nothing too surprising. Core going down here soon. Rohan, keeping an eye out for this second gas. You're going to want to see that to see when the tech's coming.
Alright, so this Terran player's put down a reactor, so he may end up putting down another barracks and going for a 2-rax pressure, which I think would be a really good build on this map in these positions. Also with Protoss, I think 1-gate expand is pretty popular. So that build up, there's another barracks going down, but this is something that I'm not sure I agree with because he put his second supply depot down.
Right. You normally want that racks down before the supply depot so you can get there in time to put on enough pressure.
Before this is a Korean player, man. Check it out. Hover over those are Korean letters, man. I can't read that. That means he's good.
That's true. That's exactly what that means. But, you know, Rohan took the second gas here. I guess he didn't see that second barracks. He might have been thinking there was going to be sort of a delayed gas. Not entirely sure. That's later than I would have tried to take his second gas. But, you know, going to side with Rohan on this one.
So Rohan looks like he's gonna do a 1-gate expand. Does that look like?
Yeah, that looks correct to me. He's got. I know he's holding the watchtower with the zealot he made. I lost it there for a minute. And the 1-gate expands are common, but they're definitely weak against some of the more aggressive Terran openings, and 2-rax can be one of them. And he's getting the concussive shells here. That can make for a very potent attack. Like you were saying, actually, even though this is cross positions on this map, it's a fairly short distance here through the middle to put on pressure at the natural. So this may be problematic for Rohan.
Yeah, well, his second Marauder's coming out now. He may decide to unload that bunker and make a charge for that Protoss expansion, which is what I would do.
I'm not entirely sure why he even built that bunker down there. I mean,
yeah, it's a little early for that bunker. I think.
I mean, maybe he was building it to try to fake him out, but Prohan had seen there was a gas, so that would be too early for the command center to be done.
This may just be something that's just safe.
Yeah.
He may be maybe a little worried about some Protoss shenanigans.
That's true. That's true, considering the the story around is that on the Korean server, everybody cheeses.
Alright, here comes the push. He's got some SCVs. Probably going to build some bunkers. prOxi doesn't look like he's got too much.
It's unfortunate he's not bringing all the SCVs.
Yeah, he's not achieving 100% gayness by bringing all those SCVs.
Exactly. But Rohan is going to have a 4th gateway up. So he is going to be able to... Oh, he walks into the army. Oh, Double force field, not actually double effectiveness. Just
some
quiet.
bunkers going down. Here come the probes.
Bringing in the probes, like you said, but he warped in stalkers. A couple of zealots would have been really helpful here, but you know, a lot of DPS out of those stalkers, using the probes as meat shields, but that's your only source of income, you know. Does manage to stop the bunker, but he's taking a lot of damage here.
I think he held this off pretty well. I mean, when that push came, he didn't have very much.
Yeah.
This may, you know, this build may actually become less popular now. I don't know. It seems like after, you know, 1 gate expand.
Yeah,
he held it off pretty easily.
He held it off pretty easily, but it's important to note, as you noticed, he did build that 2nd barracks after that supply depot. So if he would have built the barracks at a more common timing, that attack would have come just a little bit earlier. That may have made all the difference.
Rohan doing a little aggressive poke there.
Yeah. Definitely want to see. Definitely want to see exactly what's going on, but the concussive shells, you know, from the marauders and the bunker, really forcing them away. Let's see. Let's take a look at the probe count. Almost dead even in workers, but of course Terran does have the mules. We'll be getting his expansion up a little bit later, but hey man, mules are in balance, so that shouldn't be too big of a problem. Adding in a couple more barracks and a factory. Rohan has a robo facility up, trying to get an observer, see what all's going on. Trying to get into his corner expansion here. Not a bad idea after you hold off a push like that to go ahead and get a quick 3rd up. Expecting
the Terran player is going to want to take that gold.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't made an orbital command yet. It's a little bit strange. Do it. I'm trying to do it for him.
Spamming that B button.
Ah, there he goes.
Yeah.
He's got a starport going up. 4 barracks.
Getting a 2nd reactor.
I don't know who's gonna win. Looks pretty even.
Yeah, looks
Rohan's
pretty.
got his 3rd base down a little bit quicker. He likes to do that.
Yeah, that's.
This may be a little bit earlier than I'd normally see it.
Well, yeah, but in this position, after pushing the Terran back that far and seeing him not move out again real soon, you have to assume he's expanded, and with the 2 racks pressure, you assume his expansion was behind yours. So, unless he does something really quirky, you figure that expansion is safe. Also getting up his robo base, so Colossus will almost certainly be incoming.
Colossus incoming.
Indeed. Colossus.
He's got some Marines Marauders just sitting there in the middle. Not sure what.
That's just an aggressive scouting force, you know. I mean, when you want to hold the watchtower, by God, you want to hold the freaking watchtower, man.
You want to claim a watchtower.
That's right. That's right. And taking a look, the worker count is still rather close here. It's 41 probes to now 41 SCVs. A little bit of build-up on the energy on some of ProHan's Nexi, or Nexuses, excuse me, that would be the correct plural.
So Rohan just now starting his +1 attack, and the Terran also just starting his +1 attack.
But extended thermal lance has been begun. A little poke coming in here from Terran. He's finally got a medevac out. Still, he's got a reactored starport, but he's not really syncing up his medevacs here. Probably could have used a price of the reactor to speed up getting his expansion or get some units more quickly. Take a few units chilling in a medevac there. Don't want them getting scared. And the Colossus is out. If assuming Terran knows that, he should, yeah, pull back.
Time to run away.
Oh, in the unit, run away.
Here come the Vikings in response to that Colossus.
And
Academy up.
Indeed. 5th Rax going down now. I'm actually surprised he hasn't not constructed a 3rd command center yet. Probably would have done that before the 5th Rax.
Yeah, he's just... I don't know. I don't think he's going to have the economy to keep up with Rohan now.
That's true, but as I've stated a couple of times, Rohan's a little low on probe count. I mean, here we are at the 14-minute mark, and he's only at 55 probes.
I've actually talked to him about this. He doesn't like to build that many probes. He likes to get an even bigger army, just a huge army. That's something I don't really understand all that well, but that's something that he defends.
Right. Well, I guess that has its own line of reasoning. I mean, if you've got a big enough army, you can either put on pressure or defend pressure well enough to not necessarily have to have that good of an economy. You can use your forces to keep it a lower econ game.
So we basically entered some huge downtime right now. Nothing really going on.
A major lull.
There is a drop coming in.
Undefended naked drop. Always a good idea. Yeah, drop and kill a pylon. And a stalker. And run away.
I think this Terran player is going to have to do a lot more of these if he wants to take this game.
Right,
This 3rd base looks a little bit late.
But he is living up to Captain Sparrow's, ideal. You take what you can and you give nothing back. Loses no units, picks off a pylon. Finally building that 3rd command center. And I think Prohan may have gone just a little bit over the top with these 3 cannons in the bottom right and nothing in the main. But hey, when you're keeping your whole army at home, I guess it makes sense. Let's see, Templar Archives going down. Does he have leg speed on these Zealots? Where is his...
Not yet. Doesn't even have a Twilight Council, does he? Oh, no.
He has to. There it is. Okay. Yeah, there. Leg speed is halfway done.
Trying to boost in that Psy Storm.
Always.
So he's just going to get this huge death ball and just try to crush the Terran, is what it looks like.
It looks like. Yeah, he's got 4 Colossi now. Pretty good point to start adding in Templar. Adding in a 2nd forge, going to be getting those upgrades. It's making a 5th Colossus. Terran finally taking the gold. Has he saved up energy? He has saved up a considerable amount of energy for mules.
Starting to develop a pretty significant supply difference.
What is the Viking count here? Well, he's got 7 Vikings? Yeah. I want to add on a few more before he can really start picking off those Colossi as quickly as he'd like.
Well, it looks like Rohan's maxed, and he wants to do a push now.
Yeah, at the very least wants to take the middle here, put on a little pressure. 9 Vikings out now.
4th base going down for Rohan. And this Terran player, when did he... Oh, he must have scanned. So he scanned for that 3rd. I think that was a bit late, though. I don't know, it seems like... He didn't really scout the Colossus, did he? He kind of just poked in.
He kind of poked in, and I think he saw him.
Ooh, battle going down.
And, oh, all those ghosts! Oh, man.
Lots of Psy Storms.
EMPs go off, but no, nothing on the Templar. And dude, oh god, the storm really doing a lot of damage. But the Colossi all go down to the Vikings, so it's Gateway Army versus Templar or versus Marine Medevac here. But just too many zealots.
Taking a look at the unit's loss count, it does favor Rohan, but only by a little bit. So I guess this still is anybody's game, but it looks like Rohan's going to be ahead in the supply or in the resources.
Yeah, he's now got his gold up. Timely scan my Terran sees that it's up but not mining. That will be resolved shortly. Rohan's sizable advantage in workers now, 69 to 51. Little stalker poke up here, doing a little bit of damage. But definitely map control here for Rohan.
Code red.
Upgrade lead to Terran though.
Ooh, nice. Hiding behind the force fields.
But putting on pressure on this third is really going to force the Terran army out.
Yep, here he comes. Gut it out.
Don't kill my base!
This Terran player is doing a pretty good job staying cost effective.
He is. If only he would have, if only he'd get that 3-3, he'd be a little bit more cost effective. Sitting there with 2 idle eBays.
Yeah. You never want to have those eBays idle.
And plenty of energy on these orbital commands. Definitely want to get those mules thrown down on the gold, man. Mules on gold win games.
Mules on the gold.
That's right.
But there's no mules on the gold.
And a drop down here at the bottom right. That's easily cleaned up. Let's see. Second robo bay down for our robo facility down for Prohan. So he's up to 8 gateways. Could definitely support a couple more or another tech building. Getting shield upgrades. Well, you know, with the cost reduction, they're not quite as bad as they used to be.
Scans that army, his spidey sense went off.
Scans that army, defecates himself, and then goes, ah! Vikings doing a good bit of damage on the Colossi, but Colossus are imbalanced. Oh my god, they're almost as bad as mules. Holy crap.
This is a pretty big army.
Yeah, that's... Sometimes the food count can be deceptive, but 70 food lead is tough to argue against.
You know, I think this game all comes down to that quick third base that Rohan took. And it went unscouted for so long because of that Terran player. If he had scouted that and responded to that either by expanding himself or attacking, I think we may be seeing a slightly different game. Definitely
agree with that. And they're up here at Terran's 4th. There is a warp prism coming in, going to go into phase mode, and here comes in a whole bunch of zealots. Oh, forcing the cancel on the warp in and the liftoff of the command center. Now, as the troops are having to go to deal in with that, here comes Prohan with a push on the 3rd, and the SCVs try to repair. And boom. Boom, there goes your economy and most of your workers.
Well, at this point, I don't see what the Terran player can do to win.
Turn on his hacks.
Yeah, he's gonna have to GG.
Yeah. This is very interesting. I thought, and there is, that is not GG. I don't know what that was. There we go.
Korean.
It's something Korean.
Probably complaining about Protoss.
Well, that would be standard. That's what most Terrans do. All right. Yes, I definitely think you hit the nail on the head. The timeliness of Prohan's 3rd compared to the lack of any real response from Terran. Really the decider of that game. But good job on Prohan's part. You know, staying calm through that early pressure and getting that 3rd up quickly.
Yeah, holding that 2-Rex was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean, he
On one gate.
held that down like a boss. All right. Any parting thoughts here, Waesnok?
Keep sending us your games. Send Marik your games.
Yes.
We like having your games, casting your games. So get on top of that.
Yes. Yes.
And that's pretty much all I got to say right now.
Yes. Yes. Stay on top of that. Stay on top of that like it was your worker count, man. Keep building those workers. Keep sending in your replays. Yes. So hearts to all y'all. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time. Take it easy.